Are you working in construction and don't understand the CIS scheme? Let me explain more. If you haven't yet, click the bell and subscribe to be notified every time we produce our best pieces of content. Are you in the construction industry? You've already got problems. Cost of materials have gone through the roof. Cost of labour has also gone up drastically. And to understand tax as well as this, follow my video and I'll explain exactly what CIS tax is, why it's important to you, and more so what you need to do. Who needs to register? Now, if you're an entity or a company, you need to register straight away. So when you're starting, or if you haven't done yet, please make sure you do register for CIS immediately. Now, if you're an actual contractor and you're a sole trader, there's no need initially to register for CIS. But please bear in mind, if anyone that's unregistered as a subcontractor will have initially a higher tax deduction. Now, the CIS scheme covers most construction work and a lot, but be mindful that it doesn't cover all services. So make sure whether you're a new startup business or an established one, have a check to see what services you're providing and make sure that they are in line with what you're declaring under the CIS scheme. So the CIS scheme, why is it in place? Okay, let's deal with the elephant in the room. There was a lot of cash going on in the construction industry scheme, and there was lots of tax that was being unpaid. So what the government decided to do when they set up this scheme was basically tax at source. So contractors will be paying their tax up front, but then they won't have to find it at the year end, and companies are dealing with their tax as the year goes on. So the reason why that this scheme is in place is because the amount of cash that was going on within the industry. The first thing I would do to have a look at is who are your customers. So, and put these into two pots. One will be the end customer who you're doing the project for, who is paying your money, but they're not a construction company. They have no need to deduct CIS from you whatsoever. Now, if you are subcontracting to another company, they will need to deduct CIS tax from your labour element. So bear this in mind, as you will get less money up front as they will pay this proportion of CIS tax to HMRC. Now, if you're a construction industry company too, and you've got contractors, you will need to deduct CIS from their payments for their labour element too. So bear this in mind. This can be quite a big admin exercise for construction companies, as there's a lot of paperwork flying around and you need to get this right. Now, you are entitled to make sure that you keep a monthly copy of these and also give your contractors an annual summary, which will help them when they are preparing their personal tax returns. What are the rates of CIS tax? The main rate of CIS tax is 20%. Now, 20% is deducted from all of the labour element, and that can be from your customers when you're providing the goods and services to them. It could also be from the contractors that you're paying. Now, bear in mind, when you take on a subcontractor for your construction business, you need to verify them before they start and you start paying them. Because if they're not verified and they're not registered on the system, you should be deducting 30% from their labour element that they're providing to you. Bear this in mind, because sometimes people get into a trap and fall into this, and it can be painful. I know what you're thinking. What's the benefits of CIS? It sounds like I'm paying my tax up front. Yes, you are. But one thing that it could be really beneficial for if you're a subcontractor is you haven't got to save up your tax throughout the year. It's paid up front. So if you did your self-assessment and there was a 5 or 10 grand liability, whatever it is, you're getting your tax up front. Now, a lot of subcontractors end up with a refund, which they always look forward to. So we have various people that come to us in April or May and go, where's my refund? And that's good. But anyone that's paying their tax in time up front, I think it's a good way to be. So if you struggle budgeting, putting money aside, this can be really beneficial for you. And the same can happen for your construction industry company too. If you're getting tax deducted for your income, you can offset this against your corporation tax. You can offset this also against any tax that you're deducting from your subcontractors. So you're not paying it twice, you're also building up a buffer if you need to. And we all know that it can be tight, and sometimes there are companies out there that don't prepare for tax. And if you're getting tax deducted more than you're paying, this helps to save. Any company that's not getting into trouble by paying their tax early and on time has only got to be a good thing. Please bear this in mind. This is a really big admin exercise that takes technical nous and ability. Do not leave all this to the year end when everyone's forgotten things. The best construction companies keep on top of their books and records at least monthly. So they are on top of it, they know exactly where their tax position is, all of their paperwork is being filed with HMRC at specific times, and you are on track. So if you don't feel like that you're in control of this, or the people around you haven't, then please reach out to someone, because there's great products out there at the minute. Like with bookkeeping, you've got a package called Xero that can really help you maintain and keep hold of your construction company without getting into problems. I hope this video has helped. If there's any questions that I could help with whatsoever, please drop me a link on my Calendly link below and book in a discovery call with me. I promise I'll do my best to answer the questions, get to understand you, and I promise there'll be no pushy sales pitch.